Hey guys, today on Mike's Bikes channel we're going to show you how to cut a chain using a chain tool and put it back together. This video is brought to you by Mike's Bikes, and we do bikes repairs, paint, and any questions you have, please email to the link. There's going to be an email in the description if you have any questions about your bike, or you could just leave a comment or private message me on the Mike's Bikes channel, and we will be glad to help you with your problems. First, you want to put your chain in. On your chain tool, you want to have a chain tool to do this. It's the easiest way to do this. You could use a grinder, but you will risk scratching your chain, and if your chain has paint on it, then that's actually a pretty big deal. You want to put your chain on the last two places, not on the front ones, and then you're going to pull this up and put it onto the pin and just hold it there, and I'll tell you guys what to do now. Make sure it is lined up pretty well here. You want to have this lined up pretty well. I recommend you go full screen for 480p or something. You want to really see this. You want to line it up with the pen, and now the idea is to push it out, so you're going to kind of feel some resistance here while you're turning, especially if you have a more expensive chain. So while you're turning, it starts to come out. As you notice there, you see that. And then some more. You want to keep going until you start feeling resistance again. Just keep going. Don't be worried. Alright, since now I'm feeling more resistance again, that's when you want to stop, because then the mushroom head's coming close to this. That's if you want to like extend your chain by adding more chain to it. But if you want to use a master link, you can just take the whole pin out and just put the master link where the pin was. So yeah, you just take the whole master link out of there. But since now I'm going to show you first how to, because I'm going to put this chain back together. This is a really short, cheap chain, like it's just like scrap chain. Yeah, I got a much more expensive chain than this on my BMX bike. It's white too, so I had to use this not to scratch the paint. Since now I'm feeling some resistance, I'm going to kind of back off the chain tool. Alright, backed it out. Now I'm going to take the chain out, and you're going to wiggle it out until you find this. So here you could add your extension, or you can also put your master link on there for BMX bikes or mountain bikes that have master links and stuff. And then if you want to put it back on, it's kind of the reverse process. You kind of have to push this in here. This is kind of hard because that has to be lined up so it goes in straight. If you feel too much resistance, then it's not lined up correctly. And put it in backwards. Here, I'll show you guys after I put it in. Yeah, it's much harder than taking the chain apart, because you have to have everything lined up, and if you don't, it kind of doesn't work. So I'm gonna line it up right now. Alright, so you want to move the pin that pushes it, and you want to put it in the opposite way, and then you want to start turning. See how the pin in there hit that? Alright, now I want to make sure it's lined up, but it's not, so I'm going to push it like the back one, lined up, like straight. So when I push it in there, it's all straight. Since it's going in pretty easily, I believe it is lined up. And now I'm just going to keep pushing that in, like the opposite way. And just keep going. Alright, now when the pin hits this side, see how there's a pin in there? You want to make sure it's lined up, and then you're going to feel some resistance. Just keep going. Alright, now you want to make sure the chain's out evenly on both sides, and when it looks like it's pretty even, you want to back off the chain tool. Alright, so now you're going to want to feel that link that you like adjusted or something. If you have a master link, there's no need to do this because it will not be tight. But if you feel the link, it's kind of like hard to move around. Like, you'll know that you should fix that by going like this to your chain, like just flexing it in the wrong direction, not like this, but like this, like that. And then after a couple times like I did, check your chain out. It should be much looser than what it was. You could just keep doing that, and after time it will also loose up, but now it actually feels like the other links. And that is how you use the chain tool to dismantle chains and put them back together. And remember, if you have any questions, please contact Mike's Bikes. Email will be in the description, and you can also send me a message on YouTube, or you can just post a comment up below. And please subscribe. This is our first video, and we'll be making many more tutorials of how to do things on your BMX bike, mountain bike, or road bike.